Hi. Yeah, it's really good to see you again. Yeah, you told me that. You've been experiencing a lot of anxiety lately. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and you just wanted to do sort of just kind of a basic massage today just to try to calm down. Yeah, get those anxious thoughts, yeah, out of the system. Oh, of course. Yeah. And did you want to do gloves or bare hands? Bare hands. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's good to have the skin contact when you're feeling upset and anxious, huh? Yeah. Okay, well, I might just improvise a little bit, okay? I'll start with the shoulders, the arms, the chest, maybe do some abdomen work today. And I think it's a good idea if I go around the body as well. Does that sound good? Okay. Yeah. I'm so sorry you're feeling this way. Yeah. So, can you tell me a little bit about what's going on? Hmm. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And so everything was going okay, and then you found that out. Yeah. And then the anxiety kind of spiked. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, that definitely sounds stressful. Yeah. I know. And then if you're already kind of predisposed to anxiety, right, then it's just like, I mean, if it is a big problem, that's one thing that can certainly cause anxiety, but sometimes it's almost like a smaller problem that really is actually something, that you can deal with, and yet in the moment, it feels kind of insurmountable, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I experience that all the time too. It's feeling okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna work on this chest a little bit. Okay, if I can actually just have you. Yeah, thank you. And I'm just gonna just rubbing the underside of your left upper arm here. Yeah. Okay, you can drop that arm now, and if I can get you to mirror me, yeah, thank you. I mean, do you have a sort of like a little mental toolkit of things you can do when you're experiencing anxiety? A little bit, but it's hard to think of it in the moment. I know, because it's like the anxious thoughts just tend to take over, right? Okay, you can drop your arm now. Thank you. Back to this chest. I mean, I can tell you a few things that I do if you wanted to hear. Yeah, when I'm feeling anxious. I mean, I guess maybe the main thing that I like to do when I'm experiencing anxiety is just to try to get out of my head, right? Because the thoughts that are kind of swirling and spiraling when I'm feeling anxious, if I focus on those, the anxiety just sticks around for longer, right? Yeah. And so I try to get out of my head and just focus on what's happening in my body. Yeah. Because those are kind of, it's what's going on in the body. That's kind of like, those are the facts of the situation, right? You know, the thoughts that you're having when you're feeling anxious, those aren't facts. Those are just things your brain is making up. Yeah. But the physical sensations, that's the reality, right? It's like, okay, I'm feeling anxious and maybe my chest is feeling tight, right? Or maybe my stomach is kind of clenched up, feeling like it's in knots. Maybe my lower back is tense, right? Yeah. And when I just focus on what's happening in my body, and I try to sort of drop the thinking, I'm just gonna go in for the abdomen a little bit here. There we go. Oh yeah, your abdomen is tense. Yeah, poor thing. Yeah, when I get out of my head and just focus on the physical sensations in the body, I find that the anxiety can kind of go away a little bit faster. Yeah. And this is one of the sort of like big concepts behind like meditation and mindfulness, right? Yeah, it's get out of your head and drop into the body, right? Yeah. Is it still feeling okay? Okay, good. Okay, I'm gonna go down this arm here. Let's go back up to this other arm. I'm just working the bicep, doing the tricep area. Go. Work down this arm a little bit. Well, I can definitely feel the tension in your body. Yeah, so. Yeah, you know, another thing actually that I like to do when I'm feeling anxious, well, maybe like to do is not the right way of putting it, but one thing that I find helpful when I'm feeling anxious is to just kind of accept it, actually. You know, there is that old saying, what you resist persists, right? Yeah. And I find that it's so true, especially with negative emotions. Yeah. So if I'm sitting there feeling anxious, sad, lonely, depressed, whatever, you know, actually, can I get you to raise your arm again? Yeah, thank you. If I'm sitting there with these negative emotions like anxiety, and the thoughts going through my head are like, why am I feeling this way again? I've been feeling anxious all week. When's this gonna end? I'm so frustrated right now, you know. Those are all basically forms of resistance, right? Which is totally natural. But what I found, what I've found is that if I just accept the fact that I'm feeling anxious or whatever other negative emotion is going on, I'm just like, you know what? I'm feeling anxious today. And that's just where I'm at. And it's gonna last as long as it lasts, right? And then it'll go away. Because no feeling sticks around forever. How's this feeling on the upper arm? Feeling good? Okay, good. Yeah, I like to get the undersides of the upper arms because I find it's very, very soothing. Yeah, so if I just accept that the anxiety is there for however long, and that's okay. That's a totally natural thing. Interestingly, okay, you can drop your arm now, thank you. Interestingly, I found that acceptance of the anxiety kind of frees up space for the anxiety to move along faster, right? Yeah. Yeah, and it's a counterintuitive one because you'd think like, well, I don't want to accept that I'm anxious, right? I want it to go away, yeah. And yet, I found that acceptance is just that thing that tends to kind of help everything, actually, yeah. It's when you're constantly fighting things. It's right, force creates a counter force, right? Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm gonna just feel this abdomen a little bit. I'm just gonna step closer, is that okay? Okay. Yeah, I'm just going up and down the sides of the torso here for a second. Just feel this abdomen. So I may step around to the back for a few minutes. Does that sound okay? Okay, good. Does it feel like this is calming you down a little bit? Great. Okay, so I'm just gonna step around, okay? All right, so I'm just working your right shoulder right now. And I'm working your left shoulder. Just working across the span of your back. Yep. Just going up and down the left side of your back. Yeah, sort of near the side, the flank area. And up and down the right side. I'm just giving this lower back a feel. And sort of working up the back a little bit. Yeah, you know, and actually a third thing that I think helps me when I'm feeling anxious is just to kind of, I'm just giving you a bit of a scalp rub real quick here, just the base of your neck. Just to externalize the anxiety, right? Because if you keep the anxiety internal, that's when it can really do the most damage, right? It's just staying inside your body, it's staying inside your mind, and it's kind of wreaking havoc, right? Yeah. So I find that if you can get it out in some way, you know, I mean, talking to someone is great. If you feel like you have someone you can trust, who you can talk to about it. If you don't, you know, there are so many like online resources, you know, even just like message boards, Reddit threads, etc., you know, where you can go and talk about what you're going through, and also just realize that so many other people are going through the same thing, or if not literally the same thing, then something similar, right? So many people suffer from anxiety, yeah. But the thing about anxiety is that when you're going through it, it does feel quite isolating, right? Like you almost sort of feel like, or at least I should say I feel like, when I'm experiencing anxiety, it feels very isolating. It feels like I'm the only one who's going through this and everyone else has this like great life, right? Which of course isn't true. Everyone's going through their own stuff. But something about the fear that goes along with anxiety, I think it kind of narrows the mind a little bit. Yeah, you sort of get into this like tunnel vision where you're just like, I am all alone in feeling this way. And you're really not. And I think that's why it's good to externalize it, right? To talk about it, write it down. Journaling can be really good. I don't know if you're, you know, sort of an artistic leaning person, but creating some sort of art about what you're going through can also be really helpful. Yeah, just get it out. Okay, let's see. Going back into this right shoulder here. How are you feeling on the left shoulder now? Yeah? Okay, good. Okay, good. Yeah, let me really get this shoulder blade here. This is your right shoulder blade, and I'm just really trying to like, almost like scoop the bottom edge of the blade here. Yeah. Okay, let's do the same for the left. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, those are the things that I do, or at least I try to do when I'm feeling anxious, and they might help you too, possibly, you know. And even if they don't help the first couple of times, it's good to just kind of get into the practice, right, of trying to get present, get out of your mind, think about what's happening in the body. Yeah. This is your right arm right now. This forearm. Yeah. Actually, if I can just get you to lift one more time, thank you. Okay. Yeah, just get this underside of your arm. Here we go. Okay. And you can drop it now. Thank you. I'm gonna to the chest here. Yeah, this is that divot I've talked about before. Now, across the chest. Let's get into the divot on your left side. There we go. Yep. Okay, and I'm gonna go down your left arm. not sure if you've seen both of the bungalow cats today. They're definitely both on the move. Okay, and if I can get you to, yeah, thank you. Oh, there we go. Okay, and you can put your arm down now. Thank you. Okay, well, feeling a little better? Okay, that's good. Yeah. Oh, I could just see it on your face when you came in. Yeah. I know. Anxiety and stress, right? They're tough. Yeah. But that's why I'm here, you know. Yeah, because there's such a mind-body connection, right? Yeah. And that's what I'm trying to work on when you come in. Yeah. Is getting you feeling good in both your mind and your body. Yeah. Okay. Well, just let me know anytime you want to do a more sort of kind of an anxiety focused session. Yeah. Because I mean, it takes one to know one. I experience anxiety a lot too, so I'm definitely there. I'm there for you. Yeah. And we can kind of talk about it together. We can do a session. Yeah. Okay. Well, it was really good seeing you. I can tell you're feeling a little better. Yeah, that's great. That's great. And keep me updated throughout the week, okay? How you're feeling. Just feel this abdomen a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, take care, okay? I'll see you really soon.